this the last section tonight. The stretch, I'm going to ask you to go back into last week's and follow through with that, unless you actually know how we do the stretch. It's pretty much the same every week, so as we're a bit short of time, we're going to get down to the floor. This section is going to be bridge, leg lifts and bridge with leg lifts, so to make it a bit more intense. Here we go. Back into one of my favourite positions, which is basically relaxing here. Head down then, shoulders relaxed, just relax through to begin with. Really important to just get that posture right to begin with and set it up correctly, and then it helps you to focus as you go through. Here we go then. Basic rest position. We've discussed the back, so we won't go there again. Breathing in, exhaling, pulling in there. So it's a basic leg lift on this right hand side then, up into the right angle position, knee over the hip there, so thigh is vertical, lower leg is horizontal, toe points up. It's your basic set of stairs, so if you think of that in your mind, it's a lot easier to try and put your body in that position. So this is the right leg. We're simply going to take the left arm up and over, mostly opposite leg to arm. So this is your position. Don't forget, if you're a little bit advanced, you can either skip this section as we go on to the bridge with the leg lifts, or you can come up into the table position. I'm going to start right at the bottom here. Breathing in then, exhaling, tummies in, pushing the heel away for the diagonal leg stretch. You can do a point and a flex, and a point and a flex if you want to, don't have to. Moving on, we're drawing the heel down like a number one, hovering if you want to, or maybe find that sweet spot where you really feel the thigh work in there, maybe halfway down, a little further, it's up to you. Or if you want that rest in between, no shame in just resting the heel down. The shortcut back is the drawing in of the heel. Other than that, we are going to go back the same way as we came. Let's set it up then, breathing in. Exhaling, pulling in, feel the way up she rises. Now you're not coming to vertical, you're coming to where the thigh is level with the other thigh. It's diagonal or 45 degrees if you're feeling mathematical. Let's rebend and replace the foot to the floor, bringing back the arm. You can bring the arm back earlier. You can do it in any sequence you want with Pilates, as long as when you're moving those limbs around, you're pulling in this tummy here. Other side to do, we'll go a little bit more quicker and then progress on. Breathing in, exhaling, pulling in, left leg lift then. Here we go. You can lift your head to check if you want to, just to make sure. There we are. Pushing the heel away for the leg stretch. Right arm comes over, so that's opposite leg to arm. Point and flex, point and flex. Another one there. Nice little movement, mobility for the ankle. Drawing down for the number one, straight down, not too fast. It's about the same right speed there. Hover or up a bit if you want to just work that thigh a little bit more intensely, or lowering it straight to the floor. Do you remember drawing it in for the shortcut approach, or going back the way you came? Breathing in, exhaling, making sure you're pulled up here from the belly button down to the pelvis. Up we go. I tense up my leg as I go, bringing that toe towards the shin. Again, you've got to be in line here. If you have your leg in the air like so, you're not really working in the Pilates fashion, because your lower back will go into the floor. That will take you into a stretch really, as opposed to work. We want to work. So it's down a little bit. Let's bring it in and lower it down. Of course, you can do all that in table position. Quickly go through this, leg stretch, dropping down, coming up, and coming in. If you want to do this for yourselves, you can do that with a little bit slower. So here we are, back to base again. Now we're going to put the bridge in at this point and then mix it up with the leg lifts. You know, I like a good mash-up. If in between you need to just do a few pelvic tilts, just to loosen up through, you can do. The other little hack here is bringing the knees onto the chest and or soles of the feet together. I know some of you like that. Some of you like a full body stretch, just to stretch through in between the sequences there. And of course, if you don't want to do that, you could have carried on there while I was fiddling around relaxing. Here we go then, bridge. As we did last week, heels close in to the bottom. If you're quite long-thighed like me, you need to set it up a little bit differently. You don't want these hamstrings to work as you're pushing up. Let's breathe in, exhale, pull in, and we're gonna, I'll lift my arms there, push the lower back into the floor. I'll do that again so we can get a real sense of what it looks like. I'll exaggerate it a little bit, but after you breathe in, like so, exhaling, pulling in, you push that lower back into the floor. So you're slightly lifting up your bottom, the crease comes up a little bit, and you push your lower back into the floor. So I might as well take my arms behind, as they're nearly there anyway. We're going to carry on, tummies in, pushing off up the floor there, coming up to the raised position. Just going to bring in my heels a tad, so it's comfortable. Feet are still hip distance apart there. And you've got a ski slope there, down from the knees through the hips to the chest. Nice straight line. And you can stay here to your heart's content if you want to. It's the most passive way of working into the lower back. Bridge recommended by all physios, they love it. And so do we. Breathing in, exhaling, pulling in, holding that bridge position. Now, we're going to do the leg lifts in the next couple of minutes here. So if you just want to stay with the bridge and go up and down, you can. Let's bring in the leg lift then. This will intensify. Breathing in, exhale, pull in, knee in here, pushing up to the ceiling. On this occasion, the leg is vertical. You don't want to let the hips drop. It's okay if you do, but you won't be working as hard. So you just want to push the hips up here. Right, we're going to do the slightly easy one first, dropping the bottom to the floor. Breathing in, exhaling, pulling in, lifting the bottom away from the floor again. Let's bring the foot in, readjust if you need to there, pushing up the hips for a little stretch if you want to, through the iliopsoas, that's your groin area there. And then we're going to go to the other side. Breathing in then, exhaling, pulling your knee into the chest. Here she goes, up there, like a flag post. And then we're dropping the bottom down. A nice, doable one. It's coming back up like so. It just needs a little bit more of a push and replacing the leg. If in the meantime you want to come down, just push that lower back into the floor as you do. And tilt the hips forward again there. And we're going to go up again and do the more advanced lift. Breathing in, exhale, pulling in, pushing that lower back into the floor. So I'll do that again, moving my arm. You can see how this rocks here, and that's the position you want to start in with the pelvic tilt, flicking up here at 45 degrees. Arms are behind, breathing in. Exhale, pull in, up we go. Just go up there a little bit quicker. Heels in if you need to. All right then, starting on this right side again, knee in, pushing up as before. This time, we're going to draw that top leg down. We're going to attempt to keep the hips up, and you'll feel a little bit more work going into the lower back. Coming back. Now you can do as many as you want. Just going to do one each side, so the clip isn't too long for you. Breathing in. Exhaling, pulling in, right knee in. Sorry, left knee even, with the left leg now going up. Keeping those hips up. This is the tricky one. Heel coming down. And because you're taking your back into a further bit of extension or rounding, you're going to be working into the lower back. It's up to you. Maybe you only want to go there. That's fine. We're coming back. Knee into chest, knee down. Holding that bridge position. And if like me, you just drop a little bit. It's not a big deal. It's not going to do any harm. You just need to lift up again. So that's the drop. That's the lift. On another occasion, we'll do the drops and the tilts and the squeezes. So we're rocking into the butts. All right, we're going to come down. If you're still up there, we need to press each vertebrae into the mat. You need to tilt these hips up again, so that as you come down, you're pushing the lower back into the mat too. So you basically want to feel the whole spine as you gently touch each vertebrae down. There we are. So we've got the lifts and we've got the bridge, which you can do static if you want to, and then also bring in the leg lifts there. If you need that all essential break in between, you've got the knees to the chest there, holding in position, very relaxing, and placing one foot down as you go. So that's bridge with leg lifts. I'm just going to sit up to you and I'm going to say cheerio for this evening. Thanks for tuning in. Spread the word. It's all free. I just want people to stay fit while we're off the scene a bit during these strange and weird times. Hopefully I'll be back next week with another workout. I need to stay fit. Thanks Gary for video. Cheers. See you soon. God bless. Bye bye.